What is going on, people of YouTube? My name is Kurtyoy and welcome back. Hallelujah, praise the Lord, finally, to another done deal. I know you're probably thinking, oh, yes, another series. Kurt started, one episode in, and gives up. But there were no transfers. You know, I can only report on just non-price transfers, and I didn't want to do that to you. And I've been waiting for Genie Wijnaldum and Rob Holding to come on just so I can fill in this episode, then go on to another one. Well, basically the next episode. So basically, because they've waited so long, I've got a double episode coming up today. So if you're looking for any of the players that or any players that have signed for new clubs in the Premier League but weren't mentioned in this video, they'll be up a few hours later. So please bear with me for that one. And whilst I'm rambling, thank you again for 2,000 subscribers. It means the absolute fucking world to me. And I will be doing a video thanking, you know, long-term subscribers, new-term subscribers, thanking basically everyone I can think of, and also various other videos to do with 2,000 subscribers. But yeah, let's get in with the video. And first off, two transfers that aren't on there, and I doubt they will be on there, is Alex Manninger of Liverpool, who signed on a free, I believe, from Augsburg, and looking because I have good pronunciation, Mark Birighitti, something like that, joined Swansea from Newcastle Jets. They're both joined on a free, and they're both not on the game, so I doubt they will be now because they've had another upload, and Mark Birighitti was on the 18th of June, so that's a whole 10 days ago. They're not on there, but I'm mentioning them. They're probably going to be backup goalies. Doubt they're going to have anything good to do, so there's that. Now on to our first transfer, which we have Johan Gudmundsson. I believe that's right, an Icelandic star, joining from Charlton, joining Burnley from Charlton for a reported fee I've got here of £2.5 million. He's going to be a midfielder and priced at 5.5 million. That looks like a risk might be worth taking. There's a few decent 5.5 million or below midfielders. There'll be one in the next episode, which I think is a must-have. And for me, I think he looks, you know, risky but a good bet because he's someone that's creative. He created the most chances in the Championship last season, and if he can set up chances for Andre Gray, that could be a dynamite partnership dwindling there. Maybe the new Leicester, who knows? I very much doubt it, but a good signing. 2.5 million, the reported fee is a good one, and it shows that Sean Dyche this time is willing to spend money on players that I think he knows are Premier League quality and keeping them in there. Last time he didn't really do much. I think he's learned from his mistakes now. Andre Gray is a huge part of their team, as too will be Gudmundsson. Whether it's worth the risk, I don't know, but I'll be looking into it as I'm looking to ditch Jordan Ibe for someone. However, in the next episode, a few hours later, I'll tell you who I am ditching him for, but it's looking interesting now. And next up, we have a Middlesbrough striker called Alvaro Negredo. Now, last time he was in the Premier League was with Manchester City, of all people, but he joined from Valencia on loan. It's just a loan. I don't know if there's any permanent deal at the end of it, but for me, it looks like it's just a loan. He's going to be, of course, a striker, and valued at 6.5 million. Now, that's a risk because loan players generally, I feel like they don't get on with lower teams, and considering they've got Jordan Rhodes there, if they go, it depends what formation they play. They could play big man, little man, but 6.5 million for someone who did alright for City, but didn't really, you know, have anything to write home for, looks a bit expensive. To be honest, it looks a bit expensive. That doesn't mean he's not going to do well, but I would say for this one, leave it. Leave it for the first few game weeks, at least if you're going to do, you know, your wild card at game week 4, or if you're like me, use your wild card when you shit everything up and you need to make loads of transfers. It's probably going to be game week 4 when you realise, fuck, I've messed this up, haven't I? I really need to get a new team. See how he does. If he's performing well but not getting the goals, you know, maybe he's someone that's going to be a nearly man. But if he's started really well, grabbing goals, assists, good performances, bonus points, get him in there. You may as well, but 6.5 million, it's a bit expensive. We'll just have to wait and see how that one goes. And the first, Liverpool are doing business, either getting rid of players or signing players. And this one is Ragnar Klavan. I believe I said that right. Ragnar Klavan. He's joined from Augsburg for 4.2 million reported fee, I might add. He's a defender and valued at 5 million. Now, this one's a strange one because he's valued at 5 million and people are thinking, oh, he's not going to start. All of a sudden, Sacco's sent home for disciplinary reasons for the Alcatraz nonsense he did. And is looking like he maybe could get a start spot against, you know, up against Joel Matip. I don't know really. I'm not really knowing because he's Klopp, for one, has cycled through defenders so much last season. You don't know what to expect. So always keep that in mind when you're picking a Liverpool defender. The only real spot I'd say is cemented in is Nathaniel Klein, and he's I think 5.5 or either 6 million. I believe it is still 5.5. So for me, 5 million. I'd say if you wait for the first few game weeks. If he does start playing and they're not cycling through players that much, and he is a first team starter, I feel like he could be a good person to have. 5 million is real cheap. It's worth noting that, but again, we don't know, so you'd better leave it to see who the real defenders are this season. Now on to another defender that's a real interesting one. Quite a cheap player on FIFA and a decent signing on Football Manager, and it could be a decent signing, but with Watford's defence, you just don't know. It's Brice These names are killing me. Brice Jadje. Signed from Marseille, going to Watford, £3 million reported fee, and it's defender 4.5 million. Now I'll get it up now, but I feel that's a risk. It's a big risk, because I'm looking at Watford. You're looking at their right backs. Maybe it's you got Neom, and you've got Paredes, and you got Jeje. Paredes 4 million. And you got Neom and Jeje at 4.5 million. You've also got, apart from Cabasele, every defender is either 4.5 million or 4 million. So I don't think anyone knows who's going to be playing at the back for Watford, which is a real weird one. So for me, it's a definite no-go. And even last season, they cycled through defenders quite a bit, because you've seen Paredes on 30 points and you've got Neom on 89. It's not worth the risk. There are other 4.5 million defenders out there. For me, you look at Eric Peters, he's a fantastic person to get. If I'm looking at it, no, I'd play it safe. Don't go with Jeje. Or at least, if Watford start well, and he is their starting fullback, let it be. Let it be for the first few game weeks. But for me, no, it's not worth the risk. And even then, for me, Watford are looking one of the weakest at the moment if they don't improve the midfield. Now our last signing is Rob Holding, joining from Bolton, going to Arsenal for a £2 million fee. Now this one is one I would stay away up from. I'm gonna search up right now, but Rob Holding is not someone I would have in my team currently. 0% of people have got it. I'll refresh my page. I don't think I've refreshed it in quite a while, but currently 0 people have selected him, and for me that's good. Looking at that, yeah, still 0%. Not worth the risk. He was a youngster. He's one for the future. And people are saying, Wenger's not signing players now. Wenger hasn't got much time left before he does retire. He's quite an old man, and it's a good sign for the future. In the next few seasons, he could be a world-class player to get on Fantasy Premier League. But for now, he will basically see what Chambers sees. A lot of sideline activity, maybe under 21s, maybe loaned out in the end, who knows. But for me, Rob Holding is definitely not one to risk yet. He's going to be one for the future. A few seasons, yes. This season, no. If he does play, be because of injuries, or squad rotation for big games in Champions League or FA Cup, Carling Cup, Premier League 2, who knows. Premier League 2 is an absolute joke, but there we have it. Rob Holding, 4.5 million. I should have said that. Also a defender, I should have said that as well, but not worth it. And there we have it. Hopefully you have enjoyed this done deal. Give it another few hours and another episode will be up, so be sure to go and check that one out. And what do you think about the transfers? Today we did discuss the two goalkeepers, Birighitti and Manninger, who joined Swansea and Liverpool respectively. That aren't on there. They're not going to be on there for this season, I don't think, unless they are forced into action. Then you've got Goodmanson at 5.5 million. What do you think about that? Negredo at 6.5 million, the most expensive transfer he had in this episode. Then we've got Ragnar Klavan. Will he play? Will he not? You got Jeje. Will he play? Will he not? And you got Rob Holding, who is seriously one for the future. But thank you all for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Who is yours? Who are you looking forward to signing? Are you going to sign anyone? Because for me, I'm looking at Goodmanson. I'm also looking maybe at Klavan for future if he is starting this season. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Be sure to check out the episode coming up later, and peace.